Greetings, programs. Pyrrh Pianissimo here, and welcome to Vintage Story. This is going to be, I don't know, the beginning of the construction of my own world. I'm having to recover my main world from an older iteration. I think I found the world update when I updated from 1.12, 1.13, something like that, a long time ago. And I think this was an update to 1.16 or something. But I need to bring it into 1.20, and I don't want very many blocks explored. So we'll see what this does. Now we have to wait for it to log in. We're going to see if we can do some world edit thingy-mabobs. All the things. I need to manipulate my window just a little bit, so it might look a little weird for a sec. Let's try that. And then I have to fix it in here. Yep. Ooh, boy, that looks pretty bad. It's all right. We're still loading anyway. Settings. Let's stretch it to the screen. And hopefully that, yeah, okay, my things are square. Game created with an older version of the game, very much older. Okay, yes, we want to apply the remapping. And it's still like Malefactor. Oh, it wanted to wait for that before it did this. Okay. Okay, here's hoping that it actually has... No, this is actually just the raw seed. Might be better. Yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just the fresh seed. Okay, which means it has not been widely explored. We do need to do a couple more things. Let's... right, there's a command to get this sepia thing off. Let's see, where is that? I have it saved. A little secret Discord channel that I make notes in that nobody else can see. All the good kegger parties happen here. No, just kidding. It's just a couple little copy and paste things for me. Okay, so what we're doing here is the command is world config color accurate map true. It does not show up in the chat. We'll take that sepia map off and give us a regular color map again. All right, I've got a bit of a cough, so if I mute weirdly, that's why. Okay, well, I guess that can be part of us playing around with this, unless I can find a world where I at least got this in, but hadn't explored it yet. So let me try that again. I'm going to be, let's see, there's the backup from the 13th. No. That's what this one was. Okay, let me see. Where did I find that? Hang on. Sorry, I'm off screen. I have so much garbage. I have all these world backups in different places, and it's pretty terrible. I have like 4 different folders. Pyrrh's Harbor Update 4. That's what I am looking for. But we don't want the most updated version. I think it's This is all from the same day, so surely I couldn't have done a whole lot of damage. I think this was after it was finished. Let's try this one. I'm copying it into my saves folder. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Sorry about that. Saves. Yes, this was a few hours later. Hopefully. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Let's try this. Yes, this has been a 1 hour old world, so maybe I got, at least that's part of the world edit stuff that I don't have to do. That would be nice, because this, putting the harbor in, really sucks. Okay. Really sucks. The only reason I'm doing this in creative is this is all stuff I built. Already built in survival. And the plan for this world is the only things that I bring in are things that I built in survival. Okay, yes, we want to remap. Tippity tap, tippity tap. Okay. And then we want to put in that world edit code. Whoops, I'm going to have to copy it to change my map. What did I do with that command? There it is. And boop. All right, let's get back to where I can see chat. All right. Before I change the map over, let's take a look. I think right. This looks like when I fixed everything from before, I might have some more things that don't work because the world's been updated again, like 3 updates, I think. Hey, look at this. Triple drifter traps. And yeah. So this is before I even got the wall in, which is kind of a bummer, but I have built the tower and that was in survival. So, and I've already done all of this too. I'm going to have to delete these somehow, even if we just do it in creative maybe. Yeah. And then we can put in, I have removed this mountain twice in survival. I'm not going to do it again. Not going to do it again. And then, what were these? Maple planks. See, I don't understand why the maple planks had to get remapped. That's just terrible. These are slabs. I'm lucky these are slabs. Because the arena was built out of maple planks, and they all got deleted in the new schematic. What is this block? Hey, yeah, that's the other block that definitely doesn't work. Okay. So this looks all right to start anyway. Yes, I removed the kissing booth. This used to be, I had drifters dropping in here. And you can actually see it. I believe I've gotten up to that point in the harbor, the long play that I've published. That's like basically an ASMR. There is no there's no commentary with it. Although I do have a 1-year base tour and a 2nd-year base tour that I'll probably go ahead and edit in with the commentary. But, well, obviously it's not a very good tour without the commentary. Hello, Chris. Look, you may be the first one here. I was a few minutes late getting started because I was busy making yogurt. Got done with dinner late. We had some lamb ribs and roasted potatoes and Caesar salad, and it was all homemade and stuff. Okay, so this is all that has been fixed and explored. Looks like I loaded one little chunk over here. Okay. Let's go check on the trader. I want to say his name was Opal. Yeah, see, that's the problem. This is like the old... Okay, yeah, he's going to have to be replaced. Which is going to be kind of hard, but we will figure it out. I've got a trader camp that we may want to bring in. We'll just remove this. And there's a trader camp that kind of became home to Poet and I. I think I can bring that in. The traders will have been updated. It's a little hard to copy and paste them, but we'll make sure that we get that done. I kind of have to decide how this is going to work as well, because we may bring the harbor over farther, which means the gardens will have to move. Okay, I did not copy and paste my tree farm in here, but I think that's the only thing that's missing. Right. The animals were up here because, oh my gosh, hopefully they're all sleeping. Why are my sheep in the other pen? Why are my chickens? Why are you all in there instead of in there? Weirdos. All right, well, we won't worry about that right now. The level of the harbor of the city is going to be up there, and that's why that was calculated to be there. I think I was going to build the wall around this way, and this is going to be the... This probably should stay at a lower level, but we may go ahead and bring the walls over. I don't know. I'm speculating stuff when I'm not even ready to mess with it yet. What I want to do is see if I can get out and make sure the mods are in there properly. And then what we'll do is we'll go back to Creative World, like a flat world, and play with the schematics. See if I can get them to work properly. Okay, let's do mods. Okay, I already have them enabled. Better Ruins. Why do I want... I think 4.11 is the... I don't know how it works. I'm guessing 4.11 is the newest one. Oh, why is that checked? I don't know. I think we want to enable bricklayers. And we don't need step up. I want Terra Pretty enabled. Okay. Let's see if this works without breaking stuff. Here we go. Hi, Markimus. This is creative. I'm trying to recover my original world, bring it into like 1.20, into the new age. Oh my gosh. The problem is the seed that I used obviously will not work anymore, and I'm in love with this generation, and I don't want to lose it. So I tried to load a game. Oh dear, that's why Bricklayers wasn't in there. It's missing a dependency, and I don't know what it is. Hey Marcus, long time no see, by the way. Yeah, I don't have Angel Belt. I probably won't use it, to be honest. This is, as I explained before, this is all builds that I used, that I've built in survival. I might have used Angel Belt to help with the chapel and the arena that I built in Come with the Rusty Gears. So when I bring those in, I'll... Oh my gosh, I tried to quit. Come on. There we go. Quite. Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's get rid of bricklayers. There we go. Sorry, I am... Well, I didn't mean to screw it up. Come on. Boy, I've never seen that before. Cannot open save game database file. Well, you know what we're going to do is I'm going to go in there and delete it. Oh, wow. Yeah, it never actually closed it. Great. All right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to delete all of these. You can't see what I'm deleting, but I'm deleting all of the Pyrrh's heart. Well, sorry, we're going to have a black screen for a moment. Because I can't get rid of these. Okay, you delete. Thank you very much. Now we're going to copy the one that we just used. Let's see. Yes. Let's put this back and reboot the game. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. So it means we have a lot more work to do just to get it back to functional. But I had a lot of people ask me to do this, so this is what we're doing. Is we're going to play around with schematics today. But this is the world we're dealing with. Saul Goodman.
What?
Markham said Saul Goodman. I am all over the place. I can't remember squat about what I've said. Like 30. If it was 30 seconds ago, I swear I'm running this month on less than I don't know. I've lost 100 IQ points somewhere this month. Hopefully they come back after tax season's over.
Well, I know that I don't have your IQ.
I know you didn't get my IQ points. Very well put, son. We're going to apply the remaps. Okay. And then we're going to apply our fixing of the, yeah, I'm going to fix the screen too. Our command that fixes the map color. I do want to look up a couple other commands before we are done. Oop. Okay. Let's fix the screen again. There we go. I'm back. It's all good, man. Okay. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Okay, I get it. I get it. Clearly, oh wow, now I can't have access to... Okay. Now I can't... Man, it's just... This is terrible. Now I can't get my mouse off of the screen.
Isn't Saul good?
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I guess I'll have to wait on trying to fix my screen. We are looking for the handbook, I believe. Actually, I'm going to look at a page on the wiki, world config. Okay, so player lives, lung capacity. I think that's one that we're going to need to set. Oh my gosh. I may have to set that later. Days per month, that should be default. Block gravity, cave-ins. That should all carry over. It's not something I have to really worry about at the moment. But I want to make sure it's the world map. Okay. We have the allow map, yes. Temporal stability, I think it's rifts that we want to. I think that's fairly new. World config. All right. World config. Temporal capital R rifts off. Unless they actually have a purpose later on. It's going to be off right now. All they do is they're just irritating right now. World generation. Available only during world create stage. I have no idea what it's going to do. Hopefully it just, I guess it's just going to all be the defaults. Oh, affects how far apart the story event locations generate. I guess that doesn't matter. We may actually copy and paste them and bring them closer in this world anyway. All right, I think everything else hopefully just recovered. I don't know how to see what they are. Probably in the world settings at the beginning, right? Let's take a look here. This is this section. This whole section of cliffs is the part that I'm most concerned about. Is right here. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to venture out just a couple of blocks and see what happens. Now, did it save my map? I'm nervous for the third episode of mine. Not released episode 2 yet because I had 10 days for. Oh, cool. They'd be spawning by then. Yeah, I bet. If you've got things you're doing, publish them in our community content on my Discord. I can't find it again. And what's funny is the origin of this world. Let's make sure the mods are all, except for bricklayers, which we can always put in later. We had everything. Yeah, Terra pretty. All right. Okay. So the original story of this world, I don't know if you're familiar with Papa Cheddar. Aha, I have access to my mouse again. Great. But Papa Cheddar did a series. I think he was playing around with mods. And I just messed it up again. That's okay, but at least I can see chat now. Let's fix that. Come on, we can do it. Transform. Oh my gosh, this is just... why is it always a rough start? I mean, my gosh. Okay, so anyway, Papa Cheddar played Vintage Story for quite some time. He's not playing it right now. That's why he's not playing in Rusty Gears. He's kind of burned out on Vintage Story, and he's got other games he's playing. Fair enough. He was doing a modded series on Vintage Story, and he was doing a lot of traveling. Well, that's gotta go. Thank you. And he got to, was it 10 or 20,000 blocks south, and that did not work. I still have all of the dust particles. That's going to really interfere with the stream. Anyway, he got about 10,000 blocks south, and he saw this, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my gosh, this had a pillar here, but I saw this, and the caves come through here, and it's just, I love it. And I was like, this is perfect, because I wanted to make a harbor and docks and things, and I'll make this an underground bridge so boats can come through, and we'll remove some of these mountains here. Anyway, I fell in love with it. I'm like, I'm going to use that seed. And what I did was I started in the warm climate, and it literally starts me right around the corner from it. And the seed number, I don't know. It depends on if you grew up in the 80s. But the seed number is 8675309. So I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name of the song at the moment. I said my brain is a sieve this month. But that's the seed number, and it does not generate like this ever since they changed world generation. I think in 1.16 or something. So I brought this world in so we can do the thing. Oh, look, see, I've updated the hay blocks. I updated all of this stuff. So at least this is updated for 1.16. And yes, we will remove this in creative because I've already done it in survival. In fact, 3 times because Polka Dot Spot helped me remove this mountain once. So I think I have done my dues and I can remove this in creative this time. And we'll remove this and then we'll decide if we want to bring the wall around. We may bring the wall around this way. Okay, so let's go back into a schematic world so we can look at the other schematics that I eventually want to bring in here. I'm a 90s baby, but I grew up on stuff before my time. Yeah, well, I grew up listening to Elton John and stuff, but not his modern stuff, the stuff that he wrote in the 70s and things, because my brother is 8 years older. So, and he loved Elton John. I listened to a lot of Elton John. It came out of his room, and a lot of 70s music. I love disco. I still love disco. All right. Player Pyrrh got removed. Exit request. Okay, well, hopefully this saves properly. I don't know, me being British makes the reference harder to know, though. I will find the song and post it in the Discord. So, it might. I don't know. It was a top 40 song in the United States in the 80s. So, depending on, yeah, if you grew up in the 90s, then you may not be familiar with it. Even raised on 58 net. I got a lot of 60s music from my parents and 50s music from my grandparents. So I have an appreciation for all of those. Okay, so we're going to go single player. I'm going to go into the schematic world, which is a big mess. We may have to just recreate this whole thing. We're going to take a peek, and we may come back out and redo it. All right. Yeah, see, the schematics weren't really loading properly. In fact, let me come over here and experiment and make sure that I get it right this time. All right. World edit. World edit. Does not work. Tilde. Okay. Move tool. No. Import. Files. Okay. We're going to start with the arena. Exception was thrown while executing command. Okay, what did I do to fix this yesterday? Anybody remember? Okay, now right-click places it into the world, but I couldn't get it to preview. And the last time I did this... And now I can't move the camera. See, this is the arena because it somehow jacked up all of my walls. No idea what these were. Now the roofs are gone because those were bricklayers. I can understand that. And this was all chiseled. I don't know. I don't think I chiseled the wall blocks. Those were all like Oh, logs. They were all logs. I wonder if I can get the Rusty Gears to load this world up and see what they can remap. I may do that. Because that way, because I think it should remap the logs. These were the top chiseled part. This probably wouldn't be too bad because they're literally, those were just pine logs. Okay, but the issue I'm having is it won't give me the preview. All right, let's come over here and do world edit. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, it does not like object reference not set to an instance. Left click, and then I should be able to move it. See, I was told that should... Don't know how to instantiate entity of entity mount. Did you forget to register a mapping? Oh, probably. Okay, well, you know what we're going to have to do? Is we're going to have to take this and re-export it. So we'll have to fix it here. All right, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to load all of our schematics, boom, 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 all in a row. And I'm going to be very careful so I don't end up with multiple instances. And we'll have to edit the schematic in here. And then re-export the schematic, if that makes any sense. So we're going to delete this one. And we are going to create a new world. Homo sapiens removes all lore content and evidence of current or past civilizations. You're the first and only human on the planet. Oh, goody. Stronger focus on realistic survival. Who wants to survive if I'm the only human on the planet? Let's see. Create a building. Peaceful freestyle world. Phew. Schematic fixing worlds. All right. So is everything listed properly? I mean, I checked my titles. I thought they were okay. It doesn't say Minecraft, does it? Hopefully everybody's busy because it's Easter weekend. I know I started a few minutes late. I don't know if that's the problem. Yeah, Vintage Story the Harbor. Okay, that's good. Twitch. Vintage Story. Okay. No, we're all good. We are all good. Let's get chat up. And we're going to do commenter for this one here. I don't want my grass. Oh, weird. Really? It had to start me in where it's cold or something. I don't know. Let's come to where it looks better. Where it doesn't look like my grass is dying. Whee! All right. North. Let's drop these schematics one at a time as best we can. We need a wand. Give me a wand. And then we need a block. Okay. We are going to go import. All right. Arena, we're going to get our error. And then we're going to all right, let's just Okay, I think it's trying to place it. Hopefully it only places it once, as if not, then I'm not going to be happy. It won't let me move. Oh, that's because I have the wand on. Okay, that's not good. Oh, don't do this. Let me out. Hopefully it only did one instance. It looks okay. It looks okay. All right. Well, there is the arena such as it is, and we will fix that at some point. Okay, now let's come over here. So clearly, yeah, that's our main issue, is that, let's get, these schematics are from older versions, and it's throwing a lot of errors. Okay, next is base. What is the base? I don't know what this one is. Oh. Yep. Don't need that one. That is all good. Will it let me undo? Oh. Oh, now it shows me the preview. Hey, well, let's see while we're doing this. Ooh. We may need to change our interface because I'm not getting my move. There we go. Okay. Move up. Okay. All right. So how do I get it to... I don't want to import this one at all. Okay, now I'm getting my... Okay. Now I'm getting my previews at least. Okay. Docs. It doesn't like this one either. Alright, does not like this one either. Let's come over here. Hopefully it removes that preview altogether. Alright. I keep trying to use the command to bring this window up. Import, we want docs. But if I right click, I think we go... Oh, okay. There it is. All right, we've got this piece as well that we do not need. Undo. I can't even undo it. Okay. Oh dear, I undid my arena. Well... we'll just remember which ones that we need, I guess. We'll come back to a brand new world again and redo it all over again. Because why not? Okay, what's this one? The Drifter Arena. All right. It put it right in the middle of the docks. Can I put another one down? Apparently not. It's sticking the docks along with it. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's try one more time. Oh, I know, because that's just the preview. It just brought in the arena. Yeah, this preview is stuck. I may have to reload. Oh, look, it brought in mobs too. Oh my gosh, it's loaded with yucky stuff. Holy cow. This may not work in the current version, but I would like to at least put it in and see if we can play around with it and get it adjusted. Okay, so that means we can do arena, the drifter arena. I don't think I need garden. Let's do... I don't know if that's going to do anything or not. Yeah, I think the reason I'm having issues is because these are just so old. I'm seeing if it's put it in someplace else. Okay, yeah. Don't need the garden, because that's the section on the right side of the docks. And look, it's still got this preview stuck here. I can't see when I do that. All right, we're going to do this over again. But it is bringing the preview in correctly on those, so that's good. All right, you just keep trying. Yeah, just create a new world. Massive test lands. Okay, that's fine. Massive test lands. I've never made names in creative before. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. Maybe we just need to make a new world, period, so we can start off on some green grass. Okay, and we continue looking to see if we can get the other schematics to work. Oh, let's get our stuff. We need a wand. You will need a wand and a block. Gonna go boop. And I'm gonna use the tilde, not the command. See, there we go. Let's see what harbor is. Oh, it brought in the preview on that one. Flight. Okay, just a different section of it. Yeah, there's no undo. That's just a preview. I do not know how to remove the preview. Can we move like tools? So that won't remove. Ah, there we go. That removed the preview. How about that? Okay, we're learning. We're learning. So what's next? The Hobbit hole. This should work just fine. Oh, never mind. This one's got an exception too. Oh. It brought it in completely. All right. Of course, it brought it in winter. Wow. Yeah, it messed up some of the pieces, and it was not like that before. I mean, darn. Yeah, it did not bring in these blocks here. Okay. But that should work. Can we bring it in for good? I just messed it up. Okay, here's the question. If I relog, will it remove those initial previews? Guess we'll find out. Anyway, Hobbit Hole is one that we can bring in. So we're going to Arena, the Drifter Arena, the Hobbit Hole. I don't know what lot is. What is lot? I removed the preview over there. Oh! The pillar. This is Lot's wife. My salt pillar that I found in that world. Remove. Okay. Let's click a block over here. Maybe that will work. Okay. Orchard. Oh, this is the tree farm, I think. Okay. Tree farm is good. We can just leave that the way it is if we want to bring it in. That'll work. But I'm learning. Yeah, let's... With these old schematics, we need to make sure that we know what we're doing here. We're going to go... I don't know. Oh, I did it again. Let's undo. It undid the first one. All right. Well, then let's... Can we bring this in for good? There we did. Okay, now let's see if we can get rid of that initial ghost preview. There we are. Fantastic. All right. Come over here. And that's the animal pen. Stair. I don't know what that is. Guess we'll find out. Oh, okay. Don't need to worry about that. No. Get rid of the previews. Okay, our stuff's still over there. Yes. Okay, we want the tower, though, most definitely. Tower. Yep, there's the tower. So the question is, do I want to do this or do I want to bring in the one that I actually built? I don't think I can. I mean, I actually built this, but I redid it. Let's go ahead and tell it to stay. Yes, tell it to stay. We'll load in the other one that I loaded in and redid, and we'll decide. Oh, this has the piece of wall in it, too. So that might be good. I don't know. We'll see. I'll load that in and we'll check it out. All right. We should have... Oh, we don't need the trader. All right. So we need to try to bring in the Drifter Arena and the garden. Or the... No, the Drifter Arena and the regular arena. Let's come over here. No. Bring in the regular arena. There we go. And we're stuck in the cellar again. All right. And over here, let's put the drifter arena. There we are. Import. All right. And if we want to make it real, we go out here and click on it again. No, we right click. Okay, and there is our drifter arena. Does it sink down into the ground at all? No, this is the bottom. That is the bottom floor. Yeah, it did. It saved the entities inside. And it saved my stairwell down to the bottom too. All right, that's fine. All right, are those all the things that we need? I think that is. We have the arena, we have the drifter arena, we have basically the tree farm, we have the tower section of the docks, and we've got ye old hobbit hole. It's has some issues, but oh look, they're back. Yeah, it was just bauxite rock. I wonder why that was missing before. Okay, fantastic. The C number is great. Unforgettable number. Yeah. 8675309. And no, it just brings in a normal old everyday generic boring world in the new seeds. In fact, it did that right out. It said it was like 1.16 or so. And this is why I wanted to protect this world. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to actually back this up. I'm going to be off the screen for a couple of minutes. Okay, so what we're going to do... Let me sort by date modified because it is all messed up. Schematic fixing world. That's the old one. So this was the Pyrrh's Harbor update. I'm going to have to reboot the game. I don't know if you can see how laggy it is. And then this is basically Pyrrh's Harbor now. All right, black screen just for a second while I reboot Vintage Story. All right. Hey, I can actually move. And I got to fix it again, don't I? Let's change the name of that. All right, while that's fixing, let's fix this. I don't know why it does this. It just messes up every time. Ooh, that did not work. Oh, because it loaded it under a different name. It like picks which window it's going to load under too, which is very strange. There we go. Hooray! There we are. And we should be good as far as schematics go. This one didn't make any errors, did it? So we can probably just... Well, now we have to remember how to actually grab the schematic. Select. Now I want to say that you left click for the first one. Oh, no. Let's go ahead. Select tool. Magic wand. Magic. Let's see if this works. Look at that. Now I don't remember. Did we need to go down a block? No. That was the bottom. Okay. Look at these guys having a party down here. Look at all of the bells. Are those wow. This had a lot of crap spawned in it when I saved it, didn't it? I don't know if I want these to actually spawn in. They'll probably despawn, but... Oh, they are. Looks like they're actually drowning. We have a magic sword, right?
Yes.
I thought there was a creative, like, slaying sword, or is that... There it is. Admin blade. Oh, yeah, they're dying. Boink. Oh, okay. Doesn't make any noise until I smack it. Yeah, we're just cleaning you guys up. There's no reason we need to be loading this stuff in a fresh schematic, right? Okay. Dead bell. Dead bell, dead bell, dead bell. Okay. That one is ready to go. Oh my gosh, look at all the garbage. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see. This one also didn't have any issues, did it? It just loaded right in. So maybe we can just... I don't know, maybe we can just save these. This one I think I would like to adjust, so all we have is the tower itself. This is an easy one. Because we can tell it not to overwrite stone and stuff. And things and stuff and things. We'll do a quick cleanup here. And then I think I would like to look at my Rusty Gears initial edit of the dock. Like I said, it was stuff that I brought. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I did. I destroyed it. Because I built a lot of that in survival as well. I just busted a block I didn't want to. I gotta figure out how to change the reach. I know you can. Alright, that's the ground. That might be better if I just removed everything else. You know, before I mess with this, let's take a look at the harbor because, I mean the Rusty Gears version, because I might have done a better job on this and I might be able to yoink it a little differently. I'm not sure it'll work because the seed for Rusty Gears Season 3 was different, obviously. Rusty Gears Season 3. Alright. It'll be fun once we can finally get things organized, and we'll just edit the world little by little until we get it back to where it should be, and then I can actually start playing in it again. But I'll continue to import things that I build in other worlds. So if you're a fan of Rusty Gears, you probably recognize this baby. Yes, I built this. Alright, here's where I imported that. And I think... yeah, it's not going to be any different. And I don't think I can force this to fit in the other world. But we should probably take a look. I don't think there's enough water. Not that I wouldn't be willing to try. But I honestly don't think there's enough water. And there's not enough room. Yeah. Let's see, what I want to do is load in the other Rusty Gears server and copy my apartment and the chapel and the community center and put those in, because those are the things that I built. And the tower as well, because I redid the tower, I think. Remember, Andy put that beautiful aqueduct back there. So. But it's not something I built, so I won't put it in, although I may try to recreate it some, because it was gorgeous. All right. Although I really loved this layout. Really loved this layout. You know what? I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it, but let's take a look at the other world and see. Because I could still technically use the gardens that I built and put those in someplace else because we still have the schematic. Okay. Pyrrh's Harbor update. Let's take a look, because this is the seed. Oh, what we need to do is kind of explore out around this seed a little bit to see if Terra Pretty took effect or takes effect. And then we need to load in a couple other worlds and save schematics from there too. Kind of fun. I mean, we're going to rebuild the harbor and decide where all of the buildings go and put them in. We're going to make, not really a trailer park, but like an RV park. That's it. Because I'm going to probably make a Patreon or some sort of membership where you can... Our tent bag, the tent bag we use is a 7x7 by a 7, and I'll let you create a tent bag, and I will make it, even if you use mods and stuff. I'll do my best to make it work in the mods that I use, and we'll make a little RV place and put it in. You know what? If we have to mess with the water a bit, maybe we do, and then I think that would work. I think what we should do is back up this world. I don't know, how much of this mountain do we want to eat out? We could, technically, because this goes through here. Am I in spectator? No. But it's pretty deep. I bet we can preserve this entrance and still manage to get the harbor in here. Okay. All right, now we have a project. I'm going to pull in a direct copy of this world there, that world, and then make a schematic of the Rusty Gears harbor that I built. Okay. I'm having trouble with some of these. We don't need these enabled right now. Those aren't going to make any difference. Neither is tent bag, although it's not causing any issues either. All right, let me go over here and copy RG3 testing. Let's see. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one, so it's the second one. Okay. Let's go back into Rusty Gears 3 and let's attempt to copy this whole shebang. Like I said, I do not feel guilty bringing these in because I have built this in survival basically 3 times now, maybe 4. All right, let's okay. And then this will get overwritten based on oh my gosh, I have little random rocks. Okay. Now I'm not worried about anything below the surface. We're just bringing in all of this, and we'll just start from back here. Because this is where the stairs up go, back here. In fact, yep, we can start from this pillar here. I have to go down here and get it though. Let's bring in a chalk rock so I know what I'm doing. Chalk. So I can see something different. All right, this is where we want to start. Is this little thing here. All right. And right there. Okay. Select tool. Magic wand manual. Probably magic won't work, but we can try. That is way not. All right, let's try it from this direction. Clear. Yeah, still. Whoa. No. Fine, manual. Manual it is. All right, let me get my chat back up where I can see it. Okay. And start from our... We don't want to start from there. We want to start from here. That one. Manual. Okay. Does that start? Okay, that's the starting, I think. That's as far out as it goes, right? Yeah, I don't know if it'll fit or not, but said what's the worst that can happen? Okay, so let's bring the selection up. Row selection up. I can't. How do I turn the controls off? It says grow selection up. That doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, we'll have to remove artifacts like this too. We may have to load it into our schematic world first. Yeah, that's weird that it did that. Okay, grow selection down. And that should be right above the water, right? Yes. Okay, and we want to grow the selection up. In fact, maybe we want to remove this mountain before we do that. All right. Go selection up. Okay. Can we... How hard would that be? There's got to be a... Probably can do a command to clear all this out, right? Let's start with this little section here, and then we'll see if we can use a command to just clear the rest of the mountain out. As long as we know where to start, where to finish. So we'll clear that. All right. Come on, we can do this. This also was a really cool seed. But I'm really happy that I could save the other one because I just loved the coves. Maybe I rename it Pirate Cove or something. Okay. Look at that. It reached all the way over here and yoinked that block out. What a butthead. Okay. Let's clear the selection. Um, anything else farther in? I think the spelothlums will just break. Stalactites in this case. Okay, so select tool. Let's left click or right click, and then back this way. Right click here. Yeah, right here. Why does it go all the way down there? Okay, we want to grow the selection west. And away. And we'll just make it go east a little more because why not? Okay, we want to, not to clear the selection, we want to erode. No, we don't need erosion, we need actual, requires an empty hand. No, I want it. Line, airbrush, paintbrush, select tool, repeat, move, disable. Oh, it's a brush. Fill the current selection with the selected hotbar block. Air. Put the desired block in your active hotbar slot. Removes all blocks inside the selected area. Genius. I just didn't read it. Alright, let's clear the selection. And we can remove these by hand. There's only just a couple left I missed. Alright. We are getting there. Still don't have an actual functioning working world yet because I don't know whether I want to use this or not. Let's see. Well, I thought oh my gosh, I took it. Look, I took a chunk out of here again. I don't even know how to fix that. There we go. Not in creative, I'm not sure how to fix those. Okay, we'll worry about it later. Well, darn. I'm gonna do all that by hand. Select. We'll try it again. Select tool. Left click. And then right click. We want to grow the selection north. It's weird because when I first do this, it just moves it instead of actually grows it. It's not growing it north. It's just Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. There we go. It goes -1 block towards... whatever. Let's grow it up. And we get rid of that whole tree up there. Alright, are we good? We still don't have the whole tree. Okay. Remove all blocks. All we have left. And I'm going to point away from the dock so I don't destroy any more blocks. Still have some leaves. Wait, there was a tree here once. Okay, now we reselect. See, this was the start of the wall walkway. There. Was it here? Let's go over one. All right. Select. Select tool. We have clear. That's the start. And this one down here will be the finish. Sorry if I'm not next to the mic. All right. Oh, it's been a long week. Hopefully everybody's ready for Easter. If it's a thing that you do. It's definitely a thing that we do. And look, I don't have any of this extra stuff I have to worry about messing with the world on the other side. All right. So copies the current selection onto the clipboard. Now, trying to remember the command. Handbook, world edit, guides, tutorials, blocks and items. Huh. Used to be able to look up the commands, I thought, right? Not anymore, apparently. Okay. Just a minute, and I will look up over here. Because I think Sophie actually put in here. Was it general chat? No, it was in Vintage Story chat. EXP. Did it? Export RG doc. Now it's got 15 entities. It had 0 entities before. Okay. This will be neat. Let's see how much we can screw up the original seed. Okay. Single player. I backed it up, so we're going to use the backup. RG3 testing. Okay. And let's see if we can get the preview to load correctly so we can move it around. That's the only way we'll be able to tell whether it's going to work or not. We'll have to redo our animal pens, but I can import them again. Just have to go someplace else. You have no idea. Well, actually, it's all recorded. how much effort went into these stupid things. Oh my gosh. Because I had to bring them up to this level because I was going to put them in the city, which is at that level. Okay, now the dock may be way too big for this because we have a base in here. It was like our very first base side. Well, not second, technically the second base. We're going to bring our first base in this world too. We just don't know where to put it yet. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this junk in our inventory. We want a... We don't really need an admin. Well, I don't know. And while we're fixing this, we might as well. And we need a chalk block because that's what I've been using. Because in this stuff, I never had any chalk to work with. So, okay. Do not know. We're going to have to experiment. That's all we can do. Import. RG dock. Hey, it did it right, so I can look at the preview. We got to get out of here. Wow. Okay. Still no. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This is the back. Actually, I think we were good the way it was, weren't we? We were good the way it was. It was just way off. We want to move it west. Let's turn the controls off. West and north. Way north. And way west. North a bit more. Lots a bit more. There's the corner. West a bit more. Hey, our animal pens may actually just end up right where they belong. Okay, there is the dock. Hey, look familiar? Come down here so where I can see a little bit better. Okay, so let's bring it south one. East a little more. And I can't move it down. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna have to change the UI. GUI scale. There we go. Down, 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 down. Look at there. Let's see how this looks. This part gets right in the way here of that build there. All right, so we have to move it back some. Let's see. Let's move it north. Kind of blends in there. Kind of brings it in here from the very creepy boat area, like a little boat ride. This I plan on removing anyway. Okay. Nice. Yeah, animal pens, unaffected. And then I'll bring the tower over here. Look, we still have plenty of water. Ooh. Somehow it's... Oh, that's the original... dirt that was there, isn't it? All right, and we can remove this little outcropping here. It works. I mean, with the size boats that we're going to be doing, that works. You got bigger boats, you have to take a little ferry into the harbor. We have some obvious fixing to do. I mean, this is a backup. Should we go ahead and bring it in? Because this is actually looking pretty good. And then we can remove places. Be interesting to see how this works. Okay. Place. Well, one way to find out. Wait, missing my chat. I have chat reset somehow. Okay. But I'm back. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh, I remember fixing this in Rusty Gears, moving all of that and filling it with water. Like, sorry, bunny. I guess I didn't really need to do that. He wasn't hurting anything. So what we can do, yeah, we can just bring the dock all just right around here. We can fix this little spot. Right. Okay. And then we can put, we can still put the community center here, I believe. Does this preserve this well enough? I think, sorry, the brightness is bad. Let me see if I can fix that. No, it won't because I've already loaded a world. I may have to reboot Vintage Story one more time. Time, set, day. Can I do that? You still can't really see down in here, but... Oh my gosh, I have floating grass. How do they do that? I don't have any way of... Well... I'll have to fix that. Okay, yeah, apartment would go there, but this is kind of stairs to nowhere, isn't it? All right, maybe we move it over a little bit more. I like where this dock is, but... Oh, this is my original dock, isn't it? Okay, now I'm showing artifacts. I can't really bring it over more because this will be in the way. Well, I think though this may be a good starting point. We'll go ahead and use World Edit to get rid of these extra mountain bits. And we'll leave the sheer cliff like this. And then our chapel, we'll just have to redecide. It'll have to go back here. Our trader will get moved. I'm glad it fixed those blocks though. It did, and it reloaded. It fixed those blocks. Well, I don't know. Let me go ahead and escape out, and then let's come back so we can get rid of the preview artifacts. Definitely a blast from the past. Yeah, this is... Well, basically, I'd already built this dock. I just expanded it for Rusty Gears. But I'm trying to put it in my original seed, Andy. It did not call you out. Darn it. Let me check. The next time you come in, it should announce your channel, Andy. And I thought I had that fixed. You have a capital Z. I wonder if that's what I did wrong. Andy Days with the capital Z. All right, that may be what I did wrong. When you join my chat, whether if it's on Twitch or on YouTube, I know you're usually on YouTube, it should say, "Hey, check out Andy," and it'll give your channel link. So I apologize, it did not work. Oh my gosh, we're how many server threads are we shutting down here? Oh, it did? Oh, okay. It erased my chat, so I don't see the history. Good, I'm glad it did. Apparently it didn't care that I didn't give you a capital Z. Andy Days with the capital Z. Anyway, nice to see you. Hey, speaking of, definitely nice to see you. And we're going to try... There we go. It wasn't loading in. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to do it again. I'll be darned. Alright, we're gonna reload the game. Yes, it's gonna be empty for a minute. It didn't save it correctly. Single player. Alright, let's see if it'll load this time. Okay. Is our screen right? Yeah, hey, it's our screen is right this time. It's not stretched funny. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to recreate my original world, but bringing in other things I've built in survival, and I've been putting it off, and there's been so many game updates. Oh my gosh, dead foxes. Because this is a seed I do not want to give up. Ooh, it overwrote. I didn't make it to where it didn't overwrite the air blocks. That's okay though. I mean, this is something we should probably kind of put water in anyway and just make this a sheer wall. Okay, so what do we think now that we can actually see it without the artifacts in it? Okay. I think this will work. I won't be able to put the same community center in. I don't think. Actually, it didn't come that far back. I can extend this just a little bit. As long as it doesn't come too far in here. So we have our little pirate creepy... What is that? Hey!
What?
Well, when I updated the world, look what it brought in. Nope. Sorry. You guys were not in my original world. You are not going to be able to be in here either. Sorry. Bang. Get rid of you guys too. Guess the corpses will eventually go away. Go away. And no, we don't get the benefit of that stuff either. Bye-bye. We don't pay the price, we don't get the rewards. Go away. Oh my gosh, guys. Having fun with file transfers, you know, not that much fun, but yeah, we're attempting. Hey. Oh, well, since I reloaded it, I wonder if this will work now. Nope. There's something still moving. I see you moving. Did I miss? Yeah. I'm in creative. Why is it? Oh my gosh. What kind of murderous scene is this? Look at all of these dang nests. We may have to come back to when we can actually see better. Although I think that's it. That's just not very nice, if you ask me. That was a lot. All right. Nice. All right. Why are you dead in the middle of the air? That's just very strange. Okay, anybody else moving back there? No. Not in the original world. You do not get to stay. Okay. Is my quarry still here, I wonder? My quarry is not still here. That's fine. I think we can deal with this. What else can we directly bring into this world? I don't think we can bring anything yet. I think we need to fix this up just a bit. And then actually work in this world in survival for a little while until we get it ready to place some of the other schematics. Hey, cut paper. Good evening. Or I think morning, actually, in your case. Is that right? Oh my gosh, so old. This is my first attempt at making an automatic quern. Such a janky setup. There's going to be a lighthouse here. And I had built it once, but I can't find the world that I built it in. So, there you go. Alright. I think this is going to do. So, the next step, after some adjusting, of course, you know, we'll come in and fix this at some point. But let's get some of the other... I feel like working on some of the other schematics and getting those ready to go. I think the Drifter Arena was fine. And we'll just go down to the bottom of the world here. Actually, let's see. Game mode, spectator. And we'll just drop it in. Happy Easter Sunday. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we've got a little bit. Okay. Did I not? I thought spectator allowed me to go down into the world, and it's not. That's very weird. Game mode creative. It's actually not letting me do that at all. Host not responding? Oh dear. There we go. I wonder what's causing all the lag. Okay, there was a TL just under my base. I don't know if it's still there or not. Looks like it might be. I think it was right here. I don't remember. Because I obviously didn't save my stairs that I built or anything. This was natural. This was underneath my beehives. And I had to cover it up. Now it's underneath the dock. That's funny. My beehives are still back here. Sort of. Just a section of it. But I can import those because I have that as a separate schematic, and we can put those in a new farming area out here. We'll put a new farming area out here. Yeah, I'm having trouble loading the rest of this world. Wow. Look at that. All right. Let's use that command again. Let's see. Where did I put it? Okay. That should make the map without the sepia look. Yeah, it was just me not waiting for it to set the game mode. So when we decide we want to put the Drifter Arena in, we can do that. But we can put it down in here. Anywhere, really. Where was the TL under my base? It's probably still there because this whole section was original. I'm trying to remember where it was. It's been a while since I've come down and looked at things. There was a gorgeous spot down here. Somehow I don't have my light on. Well, that's not going to work if I can't see. There was like a dome. There we go. This big dome room. That's so cool when it spawns like this. I remember finding this. All right. Yeah, I'd actually dug through here. Found kimberlite down there too. No, it wasn't in there. The old generation where it just used to, they used to spawn at the end in little square rooms, right? Like this. You'd think a TL would glow, but... Alright. That's fine. We'll do it another time when I can actually figure out why I'm not getting any light. Have you ever looked at the underneath of a world before? Let's see. I can actually go into creative again. Yeah, I wonder what's wrong with my lantern. Because it should light this up. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So, where's the base? There it is. Now, I built stairs that came down like this way and kind of met up with that section there. But I had explored all of these caves here. So, like I said, I'm not even really cheating. I had all of this explored and lit up and everything. So, we'll obviously do it again, but I would like to find out where the TL went. It disappeared on me. Alright. But yeah, they would spawn at the end of these areas in a little square room. These are newer ruins. Okay, well that's interesting. It reloaded the world fresh when it remapped. I'm wondering. Because old ruins did not look like this, did they? I don't remember any of this. No, I don't think they do. The TLs do not. I don't believe they work in creative. Not the regular TLs. They might. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah. All right. Well, we'll come back and look for the missing TL. Look, I'm lost again. All right. What I also want to check one more thing. Yeah, Trader will go bye-bye. This was, I think his name was Opal. Or or Hector. It was Hector, wasn't it? I don't remember. Well, I'll have to look at the original. But he is a luxuries merchant. Made good friends with these guys. I don't know if they'll allow me to rename them or not. That would be interesting. But we made friends with some traders in a trader camp that I will go. In fact, we can do that now. I will add it as one of our schematics. Let's see. Let's go see if we can do that. And I am not looking at my chat again. There we go. Thanks, Cuppy. I was trying to make it more approachable for newer players. I loved your builds and Rusty Gears. Your new series is so relatable. Yeah, Andy's stuff is always good. I like his series. It's very easygoing. I mean, your beginner series, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Single player. Looks like it saved it pretty well. Okay, so we don't really need the testing anymore. This is the older update. Schematic fixing world. Pyrrh and Poet. 5. And then Pyrrh's first adventure world. We want to grab these schematics out and have them ready to go. Let's grab. This is my very first world, if anybody's curious. My very, very first world.
For what?
Vintage Story.
The new one.
No, I mean the first time I ever played. I will qualify that with, I died at nightfall, probably 4 or 5 times. And then I think I watched the Shanton play and realized, okay, I need to find some reeds, and because I didn't have any reeds in that world, I kept starting in the same world and dying over and over. So actually it wasn't the same world, but I figured out, okay, I need to find a world that has reeds nearby, especially since I'm a beginner, and I don't need to save the animal pens. This is my first animal pens in Animal Garden. So yeah, I figured out, okay, I need to find reeds and make sure that I can access all that stuff, the grass and everything else, and build a fire before nightfall. And then I realized that I could make the drifters not spawn the first night, which helped. So anyway, yep, this was my very, very first world. I found this ruin and called it home. And now this is what I did. My little place. We will... Oh, these were molds. What I need to do is fix this. I wonder if I can just grab the schematic the way it is and then fix it elsewhere. That sounds good. Okay, we need a wand. You will need a wand. Okay. We're going to need to go in spectator. Yeah, it spells it right. If it helps if I spell it right. I may need to take a break. I'm getting a little weird to refresh my water and stuff. I don't think my stairs down really didn't go anyplace else right there. So I think as long as we keep our ground floor here. Oh, and look, you might get a kick out of this. This was my first cellar. Didn't realize it could only be 7 long. But now they have the room detection so you can see. Oh gosh, look. I'm actually getting... Oh, that's interesting. It's a cellar over here. In the same room, it's not a cellar. That's really interesting. Anyway, we don't even really need to fix this up. But still, very interesting. Okay, what we want to do is... we want to select... Oh. Select tool. Boop. There we go. I don't think this is the back corner, but we have to make sure that it stays that far down. And we'll go. And we're going to What direction are we facing? South. Okay, now we're facing north. Ah, come on. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's all right. I forget it's backwards. Go out one, I think. Oh, there's my original drifter trap too. Look at that. Back when these worked. When did you first decide to start playing a server? Well, what first got me into Vintage Story was seeing Nathan Wastrel did a series on a modded Minecraft that I was playing at the time. That's not what I want. Come on. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Having troubles. And he and Apache were playing on Mystic Winds. So I thought I would try it out a little bit. Since I wanted to do something, like streaming and not really my own world and stuff. So I thought maybe I could also learn too, and I did. I learned quite a bit from those players. Okay, and so we need to make sure that it's down far enough. Hi, what are you doing down there? Yeah, okay, this will work. We can save this schematic. So yeah, I played there, and then I was invited to Rusty Gears after I started doing Icy World. Well, not after I started, but quite some time after I started. And I thought that was amazing. I always wanted to be, Hermitcraft, but better. Right? I think it's much better than Hermitcraft. But yeah, I wanted to be in a world that was mainly content creators, because I found that being in a server with other players was great. But when I wanted to do things like streaming or recording, and there was a little less understanding, although they did allow me to, Econ Brony did allow me a camera account on the server, which was very magnanimous of him. He didn't really know me very well, so it was very trusting of him, and I didn't abuse it. So that was helpful, but I found it would be easier if I was on, a server with people that I knew or that were also content creators. So that was really helpful. Okay, so it is world export is it, or is it just EXP? It might just be EXP for export. Looking up the command again. Yeah. All right, so we have world export or world edit EXP. I don't really need the C because I'm on my own. It's here anyway, right? First base. The server wants to send you a schematic file. Why is this? Let's just try this. I have no idea where it's trying to send it to, but it's already me. It's already me. Okay, I don't really need to keep anything else on this world. I never did anything else. But look at this beautiful plain that I found. And this was here. This is one of the original, what I called the Colosseum ruins that I was able to snag from my own. Oh, you know what we didn't get? This is my original bowl of rotten food. This was a super fly agaric stew. One of those that, like, you lose 96 hit points, you know? That is actually what that was. I know it's a meme now, but
What is?
I made my first pot of food. I had 4 fly agaric mushrooms. Like, okay, I'm going to try this. And I put all 4 in there. I didn't realize they were poisonous at that time. And I yoinked it up into my bowl and I looked at it. I'm like, I can't eat this. And at that point, I also did not know, here, let's widen this out one more. I also did not know how to get rid of the rot or the food. Actually, it was just food. I didn't know how to get rid of the food out of my bowl. West. East. There we go. I didn't know how to get rid of the food out of my bowl. So I set it out front. I was like, okay, have no idea what to do with it. I had to make another bowl. I had to pit kiln another. Actually, that was before you did pit kilns. I don't remember. How did we do pottery before? Right. So I had to make another bowl. I had to find more clay. So, all right. $2,963. Okay, that should have overwritten the old one. I didn't realize how it would be different when you're recording on a server and when you're just playing. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you want to be rude to people, but then you also need to be able to let them know. I can't, especially if you're, well, I don't know, it's both. Because if you're streaming, yeah, a lot of the times if you got people to visit you, it's like, hey, that's great. You know, it's just part of playing on the server. But if you're trying to do some recording and you don't have much time, or if you're doing a stream and you're doing something specific and these are friends of yours, you know, you don't want to be rude to them, but they just don't quite get it, you know? Okay, so that's cool. We got this. So it was extremely helpful to be, and plus the Rusty Gears are just a fantastic bunch of people. They really are. They're very sweet. We all, you know, chit chat personally and support each other, and it's really a great tight-knit community. Okay. And you know, we try to help each other, you know, work on our channels and stuff too, so that's always good. Yeah, I'm getting some staggering here. First Adventure Worlds. Pyrrh and Poet. Okay. We're going to yoink up the trader camp. From this world. We won't be able to put this in until we get a place for them in the harbor. Yep, we want to apply all of the remaps. All right. We don't need to save the pit kilns really, but what I want is the trader camp. So that's, I know. There goes all the junk. But I do want to save the trader camp. Let's put it all on dirt though. Actually, we don't need it on dirt. We can just grab from the wheels and just grab the surface the way it is, but we're going to want to get rid of this stuff here. Just be careful not to destroy the trader. Going to try to get some more sleep. Have fun. Nice to see you, Andy. For sure. Take care. All right. Now that is ground floor, correct? So This is nice. We can actually fix this up to where it looks nice. Okay. And this was all... This was a ruin. That's right. A ruin like spawned in the middle of this place. Let's remove the grass, the dirt from up here. This was their little fire pit, so I think we can safely remove the dirt. We can probably adjust this outside of this world, but that's okay. This was all part of the trader. See, they had a table and chairs, like, all set up until this ruin spawned in the middle of it. It was kind of sad. Let's remember the dirt. All right, one more piece of dirt. That can we get it without destroying the trader? Nope, it's not there. That's I was looking at something else. Okay. Oh, baby bunny. The baby bun bun. Okay, we may leave that the way it is. That was my stuff there, and we don't care about that. Right. We need a wand. 76% spoiled black currants. Give me some bony soil. That'll work. Select tool, please. So we're getting this. We're getting there. And then, yeah, I love this camp. I mean, look, there's 3 of them, and they've got little trailers. They've all parked their little trailers. Except this guy, I mean, he like made a chimney in the back. I don't know. I'm not sure. We may fix that and remove that ruin that spawned in the middle of them, but I'm not sure. Let me just leave it. This is, Poet and I played in this for quite some time when we were first starting. Why am I hungry? I'm not in survival. Let's bring this up. I think that's as far as we want to go. Let's go ahead and go out one. Let's face north. Okay. I think that gets it all. Oh, let's bring it out one more. Just to be safe. Let's go out one. Remove a little bit of dirt here. Oh, no! Dang wand. All right. Oh, we need to grow it up. The traders will lose their roofs. I'm like, what happened? Tornado came through, went foop. Knocked off the top of your houses, guys. Sorry. All right. How does this look? I think that looks good. Oh my gosh. Turkeys are mad at somebody making noise out there. All right. I'm going to save this and then reboot the game. And while we take a quick break, maybe a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but not much, just so I can reboot the game and take care of some things. Close my back door. Find out why the turkeys are mad.
Probably scared.
Oh yeah, they hear noise out there. Sometimes I go outside if it's dark, and I'll call for the kitties. You know, here, kitty, kitty, and they'll go. What is this? Like, okay, they're like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep here. World edit, export, trader camp. Sweet. Okay. I'm going to take, like I said, just a slightly longer break than normal so I can reboot and get a drink and check on some things. And I will be right back. And we're back with a screwed up screen. Of course. Let's see. Not that. Okay. Yeah, gosh, it just decides. Can't figure out if it's going to load under 1.20 or 1.19 as far as the screen goes. We want to do... Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I just don't have a UI at the moment because I'm in spectator, maybe. Alright, can I move now? I can move now! Yay! Alright. Some of you may recognize this. This is Icy World. And we still have snow and such. Other effects. There we go. And so when you remove all of that, you can see this is not the Icy World that I left off in. This is not the most updated version. There's Sauron's eye. I was going to put a little eyeball up there. We may end up actually saving this little hill. That we should do that. Because it just looked like Sauron's eye. Someone actually said at a certain angle it looks like the Statue of Liberty too. I don't know if we could... I don't remember how it was though, but it was kind of cool the way they showed it. But I swore it just looked like... I would look out the back and it looked like Sauron's eyeball right there. Okay, that's still showing just my YouTube chat. Just a moment. Okay. We're back. We're back again. All right. Wand. I don't remember how well... I wonder if I should load in a more recent Icy World. No. No, I think this is it. This is... What were these? Oh, this is the gravel that was partly panned. We can go ahead and get rid of these. All right. But I want to save the Drifter Arena and everything too. It didn't go underneath any. Okay. So let's actually start over here. We'll make sure we start, what, right here? Oh, I didn't get my wand, did I? Wand. Wand, please. Oh, let's open the select tool, right? Select tool. All right. There. And then we'll bring it out here. And then what we'll do is we'll bring it into our adjustment world and we'll have to delete the extra snow and such. Okay, so it does need to go down some though. Can I see where it's leaving off? I'm not sure I can. Okay. That should be ground level. Actually saving all of the gravel, which is all right. Like I said, we'll fix this. We put it when we pull it in, and if it's not correct, we'll come back and do it again. Okay, yeah, this is where we left off because I've got the pit kilns firing. This is where I was just about getting into copper. I was able to make my own. Oh, that's right. I was making my anvil. Then the world got too corrupted for us to continue. Okay. I think that covers everything that was important in this world. What we'll do is I'll go back and see what the names of these traders were that we made such good friends with in the harbor and in the original harbor. Icy World 1, there's here, and then there's the guy, I think it was Sven at spawn here. And they didn't really make great friends with, and I don't take that back. There's one nearby Icy World 2 that we may bring in, and then that trader camp, we'll put those guys in there. One was a luxuries trader. This one I think was a survival goods, and this guy was a commodities. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I don't remember what the guy in Icy World 2 is. Okay, so we need world edit, export, Icy World 1. Okay. We are making really good progress. Obviously, we're not going to do Icy World 2 because I don't consider myself done with that. It looks like after a little bit of experience in loading up all the different worlds, we're probably okay in loading that world. I mean, we're not going to be able to do lore content, but there was no plan to do lore content in Icy World 2 anyway. So what that leaves is attempting, and I won't be able to do that on stream because it's too big and bulky. I have the Ancient Paths server world export, but the problem is trying to load that whole thing in. It's going to try to load the whole thing, and I need to try to make it to my base and then try to copy it. That's going to be really, really tough. All right, let's see. Let's go into the schematic fixing world and bring in our new schematics. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, my kids beating up on each other. All right.
Sorry, that's just what happens when there's more than one of us.
Because it's just normal. Yeah. Sorry about that. Parenting. All right, let's come way over here. Way over here. And let's do the thing. I'm going to put a block down. And we are going to import. And I got to do a kittyectomy. Go on, Val. Valentine, I can't have you in front of me right now. This is really, really a pain in the buttsy. First base. No, we want to do the big one out here. Let's do the Icy World. Yes, Poet just brought those in. before he left. And the very, very smart Amazon guy, well, I mean, I guess I can understand why they don't want to put it on the ground because we have really no front porch. Put it on the front step. But you know what we have there now, right? Screen door. So he couldn't open the door. Blocked us into the house. All right. Boop. And let's hope if we sit there for a while, if it sits here for a while, the snow will melt. I have no idea.
You did.
I am bringing in the schematics of the builds that I've done so I can put them into the harbor. And I managed to import the Rusty Gears harbor. Obviously not what everybody else built, but at least the raw harbor itself. Import it into the original harbor world with all those beautiful like pirate coves and things that we worked on.
I remember helping
You did. We had a 2-year, we went 2 game years.
you. I swear I was like,
Maybe it was a little over 2, but I don't think it was 3. We did tours on the first year and the second year. All right. Oh, look, the snow is melting. Hallelujah.
boy.
Yes. And what we're going to do is clear this out before we recopy the schematic. Okay. We don't really need the tower schematic anymore. That is in. All right. Look at the shadow of the arena. It's a ghost shadow. Look. No, I guess it's not. That is actually still there.
That is cool. That is a cool shadow.
Oh, look. Okay, I relogged and it recovered some of the shingles.
Oh boy.
That's nice. All of this missing stuff was all logs. Oh, look, it recovered my chiseled block too. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
But at least I know what was there and I can redo that. That's easy. All right. Let's bring in the other schematics that we did. Let's do... The others are smaller, but...
Oh, a heater.
Oh, yes, because our bathroom heater decided to
Die.
fry itself. I was worried that, I mean, both Poet and I thought we'd smelled fire.
Uh-oh.
That's why, you know, if you remember Ben running down in panic, because I was in the shower. I was like, it's no fire. And the heater wasn't on, so it must have shut itself off. So we made sure that the walls were okay, that there was nothing electrical that had bounced out. That heater went directly into the trash can, and we just got a newer type that's a ceramic heater that has like automatic shut-offs, and it doesn't oscillate, which I don't need. It always drives me nuts.
I don't. I hated that. I remember
Like the big one, you want an oscillating one just in case,
Yeah.
but the little ones, you don't need it oscillating.
I remember being really. I couldn't have been more than like 5 years old. I'm trying to. When I get out of the tub, I wouldn't properly. Well, I was old enough to dry myself, but I wouldn't. I would wrap myself up in the
Yeah.
towel and sit down until I just naturally dried.
Well, yeah.
And that,
I still do that sometimes.
yeah, well,
Okay.
I would try to sit in front of the heater, and it would move, and I'd be warm for a second, then it would move away, and I'd freeze, and it'd come back, and then I'd freeze again.
Okay. First base. My very, very first base.
Oh, cute.
All this stuff is going to be imported into the harbor. We're going to adjust them here to get the schematics right and resave them, because you can see that they brought in corrupted schematics. The world crashed on me this one a couple of times. But I see how it rebuilt a few things, which is nice. And we saved one other thing, did we not? Let me see. Oh, goody. I have highlighters. I have new highlighters for my planner. What are we building? Hi, Lost Lunar. What I'm doing is I'm bringing in schematics from all of my old worlds. Well, not all of them, but most. A lot of the old schematics, you can see how that's missing a bunch of stuff. They were so old, they were corrupted. I'm bringing them into this world. We're going to adjust them up and then resave the schematic and then bring them into a... Basically, it's my... Well, except for that one, which is my very, very first world that I made a home in. I made it to the first winter. Then we did a new world called the Harbor. And what I've done is I've brought in... Well, we played that world for almost 3 game years. Good, maybe, gosh, 75 hours in, something like that. And we're keeping that world, and I'm bringing in every single build that I've made in survival into that world. And I think we've got one more. See, a lot of these were just so corrupted I couldn't even use. Oh, that's right. We need to find the garden again because the doc overwrote the garden area. Icy World 1. Rusty Gears dock, stairs. Yep. Oh, the trader camp. This will be in there too. It's a very cool trader camp. This is one that Poet and I played in for quite some time. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of these traders. Either that or maybe I'll just leave them, but I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to rename them. And we're going to rename them the traders that we've made really good friends with over the years. There was one there wasn't one in this world, but there's one in the harbor itself. And there were two. I know, isn't that neat? When it's a flat world, you can see how it works. And then there were two that we made really good friends with in Icy World 1. And we have one in Icy World 2. Of course, that one's not ready to import yet because I am not done with that. This was from the Rusty Gears Season 2. And my Hobbit hole, did I bring in the Hobbit hole? Uh-oh. I know I brought in the Hobbit hole. I know I brought in my Hobbit hole. Maybe I didn't.
I'm playing a zombie apocalypse mod pack in Minecraft. Not just zombies, they brought in like monsters from the SCP Foundation games and fandom, which are really scary.
There it is. There's the Hobbit hole.
Oh, cute.
You can see that was it. This was the same where the arena was, the Rusty Gears 2 server. There's nothing. That's it. It was just a facade, and you can see it when we go inside. Let me... Oh.
You use game mode 1.
Oh, yeah, I'm just not used to that. Okay. This is it. I mean, this is literally it.
That's sad.
Well, I was busy with the arena the whole
That's true.
season. I mean, you know, real life and stuff. So we're going to find a cute little mountain to insert this in, along with my gardens and stuff. We'll figure out where to put it. But anyway, so I brought in all of the schematics for now. I don't think I've got any others except to try to load ancient paths because I've got quite a few on that. Let's see, it's creative again. But before we do that, the first thing we need to do is actually work on the harbor. This will be nice. All this snow will melt for the first time ever. We may replace some ice as like the ground floor in here. So just to remember that it was Icy World. Look, all of these old drifter arenas that aren't entirely functional anymore. Well, not without getting yoinked. Even this had the possibility of getting hit, but you just had to be prepared for it, and there would only be one that would spawn up there. But yeah.
In my zombie apocalypse world, the first thing I did is because the mod pack is remain. It's Minecraft.
Oh, here's the. Okay.
Oh, your chat.
Yeah, I don't know what a scam he's talking about is, but all right.
First thing I did in my new world is because really scary mobs spawn at night, and it gets pitch black. You can't see anything. I burrowed myself a little hole in the side of a hill, and I camped out there for a couple of nights. And I was like, what if I build a hobbit hole like in Lord of the Rings?
Mm-hmm. In fact, my middle daughter has decided she wants to watch Lord of the Rings, so we started with The Hobbit last night, and we'll watch the next one. I don't remember. Unexpected Journey is the first one. I don't remember what they call the other movies. They're sitting next to me, but you know.
I started reading the book again last night.
Good book.
Yep.
Oh, The Facade. Yeah, that's a scam. Okay, yeah, but I was so busy building the arena that I just used it I mean, I basically lived out of the arena. I used that for my personal storage, and that's it. Anyway, here's the harbor. And, oh, hey,
I remember.
do you want to see how the docks turned out?
I believe I saw the finished product.
This is the new docks. This is the Rusty Gears harbor that I built, and I put it in here. See how much bigger it is?
Yeah.
And it kind of deleted this, but we can remove that. I don't have the bridge here, but look at how nice this turned out. So we'll readjust this little section here, but you can still, oh my gosh, I went in here and this was not in the original. There were like 15 locust nests in here.
What?
I know, it was like unreal. Like, no, they were not in my original world. Those are not going to stay. So those got,
Bye.
yeah, bye-bye. Those got bye-bye. My hole that I built in here is no longer there, but I think this is going to work. Because this world, see how I did not load anything outside this area? I don't know why it's still doing that. Let's test that out. Let's go west a little bit and see if it'll load the map correctly. Anyway, yeah, this was basically I'm bringing in everything that I built in survival in here. It's going to take a while to bring anything from Ancient Paths, and I'm going to have to ask for help on Rusty Gears Season 3 because I didn't get the schematics that I know of. Alright, did it fix the map? Yes, it is fixing the map that it loaded, putting it into the regular. Okay, so I'm hoping as the world generation continues that it uses the new world gen and that we get lore content and everything else. But see, these cliffs, they don't happen like this anymore. Not in the new world gen. But I loved these. I know, but see, this was supposed to be a special occurrence. And said you can't. I don't like the new world gen and how it works. So Terra Pretty is going to be something that I use. I love the way everything is so even. Oh, I know. They work on stuff and they break stuff, and I wish they would fix stuff they broke a little sooner. But you know.
Sometimes there's more important things.
All right. So what we're going to do is, as I said, this was all built in survival. In fact, this dock I have built now. I built it.
Second time.
Like 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
This is number 5, but it doesn't count because I actually brought in the one that I built.
Yeah.
But I built it in this world originally, and it was a lot smaller. And then we had to reload the world, and I rebuilt it again. That mountain here, I know I demolished it 4 times. You helped me do it once. Like, I was so tired of doing that. This one deleted it for me. Anyway, so this world is just going to be all stuff that I bring in that I have built in survival. There's nothing is creative. However, what I am going to do is, can I get like a water bucket? Or will those fill in? Okay, fantastic. Those will fill in. What I am going to do, however, is adjust things from the things that I have imported in creative. Because this is, like I said, this is all stuff that I've already built. So I do not feel like I am... See, now that did not work. I have to figure out how to do... there's a way to fill things with water, but we're talking serious backups before I do that, so... So yeah, let's fix this up. I think this was marking the edge of something. We'll go ahead and take it out. And then we may need to just work in this world actually in survival some. Because I haven't built... This looks like... This is basically patterned. But I actually built it by hand in Rusty Gears. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it the way it is. Because this little part, this deck here was built in creative, but I said I rebuilt it in the Rusty Gears by hand. But yeah, we need to figure out where to put the chapel. And figure out how to make this mountain to where it looks better again. we may take this piece completely out, bring the mountain back down. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just do the obvious for now. And I may work on the water offline because that'll take some fill. Oh my gosh, no, it didn't. Look, it's putting in all the little...
Ooh.
It did. I'll have to fix that because that causes some serious lag. And we'll remove this and fill it with water. I think there's ways to do that. Select tool, fill with a selected hotbar block, which I think... Yep, water. Oh, well, we may save the world and then come back and play with that a little bit. What is this? We'll need some maple to extend those to the ground. Oh, that's what we need to find is the bees. My bee farm. You can see just the edge of it here. It got overwritten. Oh gosh, it's actually... That's funny. We'll have to go in here and overwrite these. Can we get rid of that? Oh. How do we pick it up in survival? Can I kill it? There we go. All right. We don't need the entities in here causing issues, so might as well do that. Hey, that worked. Another block's in the way. I don't know what block could be in the way. Kill it with the admin blade. There we go. Oh, that's working. That's stuff I covered up, I think, at one point. All right. There we go. Smack. Yeah, we don't need the extra entities in here. I don't want any chances of lag. All right. Anybody else? Oh my gosh, bunnies! Hi guys. This was part of the garden that got over. Oh my gosh, look. There's the garden is underneath.
Oh my gosh.
Right. This will all need to be filled in, so we may do this.
You know how big we made the garden?
Oh, it was huge. Yeah. It was huge for sure. All right, so if we were going to fill this in very carefully. All right. How did we kill all the entities? Do I want to look up how the command works again? Because they change the command every time. And a lot of the times I screw up and then it's not a happy thing. Come on, guys. Yeah, this is like one at a time, and there's so many. And I'm not going to be able to put blocks here. And I'm not going to even be able to hit them all. Oh my gosh, there's a lamb in there. We need sweeping edge.
Oh my goodness, a rabbit.
And a pig. Oh my gosh. Problem is, I don't know how to remove all of these so I can fill it in. guess we just... Let's fill it with dirt. Yeah, I don't want all of this here, so... Or... we could do a clear and then put something else in it. This is behind. How far back does this go? We can start right here, actually. All right, this will be coming down this way. Like that. And then these come down like this. Now this is boring taking care of the underground stuff that you can't see, but... I think if we just do this section... we should get some of the water too. Yeah, since this was built on top of the garden that had already been imported. Oops. I want to fill all that inside. Okay. And let's do water. How do we do that? I don't know what the difference between... there's salt water, still water, boiling water. I guess it's still water that we want. Okay, hey, that works. And that was painless. Yay for new updates. All right. That'll look really silly. Let's get some muddy gravel. There we go. All right. Making progress. So we'll work on this world. Get it looking really nice and be able to... oh, we should fill that with claystone probably. Well, dirt will be better just in case I make a mistake. Boo-boo. Then we'll be able to actually play in this world again. And then as I said, I work on other servers and stuff, or other worlds. And then as memorabilia, we can, you know, as a remembrance, we bring them in and make it part of our city. But yep, this is the world. This is the vanilla. Well, it used to be vanilla, but it's still mostly vanilla. I think I've got, although I'm undecided. I am undecided whether to bring better crates and better chests in. But bricklayers, I don't know. I'm undecided on all of it. I think now that they remapped bricklayers, it won't cause any super issues as they update, but I actually have to have bricklayers as part of it if I want my Rusty Gears Season 4 stuff. So, yeah, there is that. I think we're almost to the end. But it will be nice to have our own harbor back. Right. Go away. All of you. All y'all, go away. Yes, I lived in Texas long enough to say y'all. I don't know if they do that a lot here in Georgia. I haven't noticed. It's definitely a Texas thing. Lived in nearby San Antonio for a couple of years. And this will be water on this side too, so we'll do that at another time though. And this will be stairs down. And we will put the tree farm and our other gardens in here. We'll move the bees and everything. This will be just like a farm. The farm area. We'll put a nice road in. That'll all have to be done manually. And then, because I haven't built that, and then we'll put the gardens in so we have an idea of where to put the road and stuff. And then we'll build like farmhouse or whatever. Okay. That's looking better. That's looking better. That's right. We needed to fill in back behind here. That was the whole point, was it not? Okay, so what we want to do, let's do this section here. Okay. I don't know how low does this go. This is as low as it goes. Okay. So if we do a select.
What was that?
And then we do not want to get the rocks here. It has to go underneath the surface here. Uh-oh. No, I can't start from down here because this will be... I have to start from underneath here. So this here, this level. Can I see what level I'm pointing at? Not really. Alright, so if I'm straight ahead, I'm at 6. Ugh. I'll highlight it and make sure that it's not. Oh, I'm sorry, at 110. What am I doing? Duh. I looked at the wrong number. Not Z. Or X. Y. Yeah, one of those. Alright, I guess I'm standing on 110. Now, if I'm standing on 110, it would be right here. Fine, we'll just go here. Now, we just want to make sure that the selection does not go above, and I don't know how to tell. You tell when it's in here. I guess what I can do is I can bust out this rock temporarily so I can see. Right, there it is. Up. There. Okay, no, that's right. That way it won't interfere with anything here. All right, now. I don't know if it'll have trouble with filling the bunnies, the dead corpses in, but we'll see. We want this block. Fill the current selection with the selected hotbar block. $19,504 blocks. Holy cow. All right, let's place this one back. All right. Yep, fixed all that, but now we have this portion. All the corpses. All right. We'll have to dig them out here. And we'll need to start from back here because I don't want to mess up our stairs. All right, so lock will be, let's just start here and we'll move it down a selection. There's the end. We want to overwrite all of this stuff. All right. Let's face north. Just gotta remember to go down a block, otherwise it'll take out my floor. My original trap that we used, and we literally had stairs, and we brought up all of these animals. Do you remember how terrible that was?
Yes.
We are keeping these pens. They're at the right level, though. Look, we got them at the right level. So we did all of that work in survival, no lie. And that will be, if it's not published already, it will be published at some point for sure. Because I have that all recorded. All right, so, nope. Nope. Let's fix that again. East. Yep. We don't want to fill in right here. Okay, so, but we do want to go up here. And that way. I think that covers everything. Removes the old garden area. All right, now we just need to move it down so we're not overriding our floor. There we go. That should get it. We want to fill it with dirt. There we go. All done. This was our, original animal trap. Nice. Yeah, in fact, they might be a little high. It's all right. We'll move the pens. We did so much work getting them up here. We will move them. I don't know if we want to move them down to the farm area, or I think we'll move them actually down to the farm area, but we are not doing that again. Oh my gosh, that was like, I have this schematic saved though, so we need to go into our schematic world and make sure the pens are good. We'll clean out the animals, obviously. Clean them up anyway. I think we had some Generation 3 sheep, yeah. We definitely have some Generation 3 sheep. And yeah. And then we'll bring in the gardens here.
Yes. Oh, it's allowed me to drop it. Not the right click okay, but the back and the buttons.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. Don't use those very often. But
No.
these are actually quite silent. But over there, you're not using the back and forth buttons, the side buttons as often. Okay. Give me my movement. Okay, well, we took care of that. We need to clear off some of this area so we can put the farms in. This part, I think we want to keep relatively okay. See, now I had removed this whole island too. by hand. I remember getting all of the coal and everything, which is probably in the chests in here. I wonder, can we still access those? Where's my front door? Yeah, this, what used to be the bridge, we'll make an underground path to get there somehow. Temporarily, we may need to put a bridge back in. Game mode, survival. Where is... Look at this, oh my gosh. This was before they had usable crates. Alright, we were looking for fuel. So remember when we came back behind here and made a whole extra storage area? I was quarrying this out. When I found that we had something special right here. Was it tin or something I was really excited to find? Just right here. Of course, we're in peridotite too, so. Aged wood. Oh my gosh, look at this stuff. All gathered in survival for sure. Okay, so fuel, I don't know, where would I have had? Flint, slate, granite. Special soil. Junk drawer, mining gear, gears and treasure, seeds, farm and storm supplies. Wow, got all of this. Oh, that's right, charcoal. Brown coal, yeah. So I have collected all of that coal already. My paper shredder is by my feet. So how is your world generation so good? Whoever S is, hi, welcome. I'm sorry if I missed this earlier. This is a world from forever ago.
It was a while.
It was a very long while. If you give me a second, I can actually look my videos. Look up, let's see, playlists. It'll be the Harbor. Pyrrh's Vintage Story World. Let's go in and, ooh, gosh, that doesn't even have anything on it. Oh, never mind. That's, is that what we're doing now? Wow, I'm not showing on my playlist. Never mind. Rows 10, okay. Minecraft builds. Hang on a minute, I am looking. But it was quite some time ago. And I've looked it up, and now I can't remember because I have a mind like a sieve this month. Minecraft, Vintage Story Shorts, Vintage Story Long Play, Pyrrh's Harbor. Game similar to Minecraft, more about realistic. Well, where the heck is my... Oh, that's the playlist itself. Videos. Yeah, the playlist itself won't have the description. Okay. Well, I know, but not like this. 1.14. So this was created, the world generation that made this seed was 1.14, and I need to be back in creative. I am not done working. I'm turning the flight on. Whee! Tone it down just a little. Eve is outside. If you would please call and try to get her in. Let me get to where I can see my chat again. Sorry, I kind of messed that up. Okay. So this section here, where all of these cliffs are, and then probably kind of right around here, you can see where this is sepia. All of this is generated from this seed, which was 8675309. Said I stole it from Papa Cheddar. I've said that over and over the stream. He walked by this 20,000 blocks south of what he was doing. He was doing like a little modded series. And I fell in love with this area. So I took it for my own, but that was, what did I say, 1.14? And world generation has broken so many things. That's why I have so many different worlds that I never was able to finish. So I wanted to bring in the build that I made. This is going to be a forever world. If they bring any more lower content after this, I'll just pour it in. So I took this section and then I brought it forward into, I brought this world. I recreated this entire thing in a fresh world generated in 1.14 because this seed won't generate that anymore. Brought it in and it's still raw. That's why I still have things that I had already removed. And so any generation outside of this area will all be new. Plus it'll have the Terra Pretty mod, which I absolutely love. And you still get pits in the world, but it's all traversable. But I love I gotta fix this. It's driving me crazy. I love these little caves down here. The plan was to make this a pass through to the world on the other side. That's what I wanted to check to make sure that Lot's wife got transferred. We played the world for nearly 2 years looking for salt and never had found salt. And then one day I'm over here on the other side of this. I do not mind removing world gen artifacts like this in creative either. Ridotite, yeah. Won't keep it though, because like I said, that would be cheating. Okay. And it should be, I was just knocking around out back here because I had made a tunnel from that side into here. Oh, okay. So we have some land gen issues here. We'll have to come back through once we can get the world loaded correctly. And we'll use there's some creative tools we can use to smooth all of this out. Yeah, because that section will have to go. Where is my pillar of salt? Anyway, I called it Lot's wife. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not loading. I called it Lot's wife because it was literally a pillar sticking straight up, it's like right over here. And I can't get over there. Are we in spectator still? No. All right. Well, hopefully this works, because if this doesn't work and I'm stuck and this doesn't work, yeah. Jock-T06, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Welcome. All right. Well, I don't know how to fix that, or if it just won't generate. I wonder if there's something wrong. It looks like there's something generated because I've got map. Yeah, this is weird how it's definitely got some chunk border issues, but this whole area can definitely be... Oh, look, it's fixing itself. Sort of. That's funny. Look, it looks fine from this side, but it looks like a set because you look at it from this side and you see the...
It does. It looks like a movie.
It looks like a set from a play or movie. That's funny. Yeah, but see, now I can't move over here, so I'm not sure what's going on and why it has so much trouble. Shouldn't need any more view distance. Percentage value of view distance capped to 640. Okay, so in which some geometry no longer renders to improve performance. So that's fine. It doesn't have a low value. All right. Although, look, that fixed a lot of it. Oh my gosh. I don't know how much of this is going to be broken like this. This works. This looks all right. I wonder if it's just at the edges. I bet it's the edges that it's doing that. This is something we needed to do anyway. Come take a look. This was a glass trader, I believe. See what it is now. It remembered that that other one was a luxuries trader. All right, let's see. Oh, I have both of them. An artisan trader and a clothing trader. Well, you guys are going to have to...
There.
Yeah, and they'll probably end up removing one so they aren't like cohabitating.
They can be roommates.
I guess they can be roommates, but
Or
it doesn't
cart-
happen very
cartmates.
often. We can just say that... cartmates, yeah. We can just say that as a result of the world generation, they did that and it was funny, so we left them.
Yeah. They were roommates.
Look at
They're
this.
roommates.
Old ruin. So I guess some of this is still here. Right, and there we are at the edges again. This I almost don't care about as much. If we decide that we care of certain areas, like out back, we'll fix. But I think once you get past that, it's all normal again. Yeah, it's all normal again. We'll just keep going around the edges here. Because I think you can do erode. Applies an erosion effect in the targeted area. Erode an area by averaging the height of the terrain. Well, you know, this is actually a perfect place
To test it out.
to test it. Yes.
I think he's playing with candy.
All right.
Patrick looks. He got shaved a couple days.
Yes, he did. I can post a picture of... Oh gosh. Well, what if happens if I do it down here?
He was a really long-haired cat. He had to be shaved.
Yes, we
like
have a
that.
long-haired kitty that we gave a lion cut to. He still has a couple adjustments that he needs made. You know, he gets to the point where the kitty's had enough, and you've had enough, and the trimmer's had enough. So I'll post the picture of him in.
I'll post it right now.
I'll post it in the Discord. Yeah, you can post it in the Discord. I think the last picture I posted in the cat chat was him sitting and laying full fuzz,
Oh, that's,
in front of my screen.
he still got some
Okay, well the erosion is not working on the
rock.
rocks. No.
No,
Oh, there it goes.
Last one you posted was baby quail, and the one before that was Patrick's. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so we could do this. None of this is happening really close to anything we've built anyway. So yeah, that works.
Yeah.
We just have to keep doing like... Okay, let's set the radius down.
Ooh, very good.
Well, I had it up because I thought I could do like the whole section at once. Clearly not.
All right, there is a picture of Patrick. Patrick's no longer fluffy butt. in
All
the
right.
Pet shack. The Discord.
Let me put the Discord. I don't know which one it'll take. I don't think I can do it in both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I have to go back and try to push it into YouTube later. I think it'll... Yeah, because it like... I can't get it to not throttle me when I have it throttling everybody else. Are these going to decay eventually? I think they're finally decaying. But, well, it's not like the best deal, but it's something that can be done. What are our other choices?
If they don't have it already, they should make like an instant axe. You just hit the
Raise or lower terrain. Place a block you have currently selected in your hotbar. Okay, that's something we can play around too. I don't care about that. Airbrush. Sprinkle individual blocks across the surface. That's nice.
Oh, that's so cool. That is built in.
Well, they have tree builders too that actually don't look bad at all. I've used that tree builder and playing around before. Okay, so we can see that along the edges of our area, we could actually make that part of our lore too, of our little area. It's like we've imported a movie set or something. But what we'll do is we'll play around with some world edit tools. Maybe we erode the entire area and then these little high peaks that are kind of messed up. And then we use that cover tool. Which one was it? Grow whatever. Oh, grows all shapes. Oh gosh, that might work too. We'll try the shrink, but the raised terrain, and we'll just cover it with dirt on the top. So that might help some. It's neat. Look at the little chunks. You can see little chunk borders and stuff. I don't care because it took me. I'm just so happy that we got this in. I am so happy that we got our cliffs in. This stuff we will remove. In fact, you know, this is part of the world adjustment that I do want to do. So I don't like the floating islands. So, and it's not, they supposedly took them out of the world gen. Of course, we ended up with a couple in Rusty Gears Season 3. Anyway, yeah, well, they said they'd taken them out, but...
Sometimes it happens. They'll work on it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I said their
There's so
whole land generation thing upset that they every time they say they fix something, it seems like it breaks. But now there's other stuff they work on, so that's fine. The lore is pretty cool.
I've done a bit of game development myself, but none has ever made it to like
No.
itch.io or anything professional. It's sometimes you fix something and
It breaks everything else, but
and for some reason something else. But there's a like Team Fortress 2 or something that there is just a file in the game code called coconut.jpg, and it's just a picture of a coconut, and the developer's like, I don't know who put this here or what they did to it, but if I delete it, it breaks the whole thing. It will not run.
That's really funny. It's the coconut bomb.
Yeah.
Keystone coconut. Remove the keystone and the whole thing collapses. That's funny. All right, let me try posting the channel in the Discord. You know, I do have an eraser tool that I could use too.
yeah, that would be nice.
For these islands, I'm not worried about it messing anything up. Hey, there's Discord in the YouTubes. Yep, absolutely. Join us on Discord, home of chicks and skirts. You have to join to find out what that means.
It's our little inside joke.
Yeah, it's our little inside joke. Let's see. Where's our eraser? Eraser. Okay. I don't know what. Block or empty hands. I have to click a block. Hopefully these now erode or decay. They're not decaying. All right, did we get them all? Great. Yeah. this island, okay, now this is, I know I removed this one manually. This was easy. I removed this whole thing. Like I said, that's where I got all that coal in my chests from. Floating islands. Let's get rid of these first. And I think we're going to have to call it a night here soon. It's getting a little late. Got Easter tomorrow. I am playing the organ and the piano a lot tomorrow. So, yeah.
It's Easter.
It's Easter, so I'm spending it with family. We're going to watch another Lord of the Rings movie and play some games and eat some...
You guys are watching the movie up here and I was downstairs reading the book.
Well, that works.
Yeah, your movie was really loud.
Yes, it was.
It was loud and I have sensitive ears.
Well, we can always turn it down if you're up here. We, it's one of those where if we didn't have it loud, we couldn't hear the lower dialogue, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know if the Blu-ray was any better, but, or the, whatever. We couldn't load the, well, it's the 3D disc we couldn't load. Because this monitor is what we were using and is not capable of 3D. But yeah, so we'll do this once a week, probably work on the harbor and get this world all ship shape so we can start working on it in survival, and then in creative we'll import some of the other schematics. Yeah, this is another big floating island that has to be removed. But world generation issues, I do not consider it cheating. This is obviously not something I did in survival, except for that one. I did a couple of them, but not these big ones. However, something that should not be part of the world to begin with. Don't consider it cheating.
No, I wouldn't.
But you know what? If anybody does, I don't care. You know. I still stand by where I've said I've built all that in survival. Like I said, in case of the harbor and the docks, 4 or 5 times over.
Hey, they're really nice dogs.
They are nice docks.
And you know how to do them really fast now.
Oh, I can't wait to actually build a city on top of it. I built it on rusty gears with the idea that the city would be built behind it. Instead,
Never happened.
Sid built a few buildings, and I think Ade built a couple of things. Andy built nearby as a part of the dock, so that kind of counted. Because he built his aqueduct, and that was so cool. It's something I might try to copy a little on mine. I'm not going to take it directly, obviously, but I'll look at his build and recreate what I can over here. That was just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. I left all this junk. Okay, I think this is actually attached, so it gets to stay. There's one that isn't. Got to be careful not to remove that, so we'll kind of hit. And we'll do those like one at a time. Let's get off. All right, these will have to go one at a time so we don't bust out that. What stays? My quarry's gone. I'll have to rebuild the quarry. I'll do it by hand though. Anything outside this general area that came from the harbor, I'm not too concerned. So we'll put the gardens back and we'll move the animal pens where they need to go, but other than that, nah. Nope, we've got lots of interesting things happening in the Discord. It's getting better. We don't have very many people in yet, but it also means that once a week I can stream a couple hours in there where you guys can join and chit chat with me. Since we're not very big, I don't have any problems really with that. So It's worked out all right. Okay, can we get around and maybe see if Lot's wife spawned correctly? Should be like right around. Ooh, we're getting really close. Should be all right, because I think it's right back here. Okay. All right, there's the other side of the cliffs, and that's how it looked. Okay, now it was right here on the other side of this generation. I may have to look up a location. I know it's like, okay, gosh, this is awfully close. I thought I had come all the way around here, but I didn't. I actually have the top of Lot's wife captured, so we can always insert it in here if we need to. And I'm stuck again. Alright, I'll have to look at the location, because I always forget. It seems like this isn't unusual for me not to be able to find it. But I think it was like right back here. Oh yeah, because some of this doesn't look right. No, it does. It spawned really weird like this.
Sage is up here. I don't know if he's gonna come say hi to you or. Okay,
He's
sitting down on top of me.
Yeah.
He likes me.
Okay, so I cannot find Lot's wife. I will have to find the location. Again, that is a salt pillar that I located. We were looking for salt for 2 years on this server, 2 in-game years, and then all of a sudden I turned around. It's like right behind our base. Oh, that's neat. There it is. Okay, this is looking really nice. This is looking really nice. Okay, this has to go. So we're going to... This was fairly sheer right here. I think we can cut it off. Like, we'll do it right here and see where it ends up. Yeah, that's definitely needing to go. We'll do this by hand, then we can erase the rest with a tool. Actually, we can do this with the tool too. Select, and then, oh my goodness. All right, let's grow this thing down first. Originally called this the Dragon's Tooth. You can see how it came down as a point. It was actually pretty cool, but it's not going to fit in with the theme, so it goes. Don't want to catch anything it's not supposed to. That's perfect. All right.
Ooh, that's...
Okay. Nope. And we got to come up and get the rest of this. Making sure we're not getting anything important over here. No, we are not. All right, let's go. We've got to make sure that we do not go back into the mountain, though. Or we just remove the rest of it by hand. It looks like I got most of it. Let's go west and east. All right. We're not getting anything we shouldn't, I don't think. All right. Can we go like that? Remove all blocks. And let's get off the select. Clear. All right. Oh, Leaf. Bye, Leaf. And we can just take this out. Nope. Really happy with how it's turning out. Even with the weird borders. And I'm not too fussed about it. I think I want to change the land traversal to the world border to traversable because it's actually getting me stuck when it hasn't generated yet. It's kind of a pain. Look, see, it's I don't know what it's doing here. See, it's cutting that off now. And I don't.
It has to keep the spot of selected loaded, but it doesn't want to load too much if you start going away. Might be. I'm not really paying attention to the last
Yeah,
minutes,
it
so.
does that, but still, I'm right here now. It should be able to load this area. I mean, the world is not that big.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Page.
I wonder how to do an entity query. Let me see if I can figure that out. Commands. World configuration. We don't want that. How to use world edit. Okay, let's. One more wiki tab. That's what I'm doing back here. Well, you guys would at least look at the docs, right? Entity. Commands. List of server commands under entity.
Downtime.
That was a box that I keep filling and she keeps knocking it over. I'm a little tired of it.
Stop knocking the box over.
Entity.
Her cousin does that downstairs. He loves to knock stuff off the table. He did that once with a whole basket of eggs.
Removes all entities except players.
Oh.
That doesn't count chests, does it?
Entity.
Entity count. Player 1. All right. Give me the chat. There we go. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Fox female, male, hair, armor stand. There's one inside. Raccoon, chickens, pigs, sheep, chickens, sheep, straw dummies. There's 4 still. Lots of rabbits, wolves, pigs, wolves. Item 9. I wonder what item 9 means. Player 1. Hair female, locusts.
And a Valentine. A baby. Hi. Look, Mom, she's acting all innocent even though she did, acting like she didn't just make a mess.
I'm going to be moving the animal pens anyway, so
Yeah.
wipe all. Let's make sure that that's the right one. Removes all entities except players from all loaded chunks.
Let's get your armor stand.
Don't care. Choose a subcommand.
Yeah. I'm gonna close your water.
Killed 619 entities.
Good.
That might help. Let's see. Boop. We're gonna have to remove her.
Hey, I remember I would go out back there and I'd put the fly agarics in the basket, like
Oh, that's right. Our little
they would-
compost
so
basket.
they would rot faster.
That's right. Do we still have a backyard? We do. There's the.
There's our compost.
You still have your 4 flying carrots in here. Look at you, fresh for 12 days.
I don't know why I separated them like that.
I don't know, maybe an experiment, see if they rot faster. Yeah, this was our backyard. This is our little patio that we built that didn't build. This is where the walls came down for the lighthouse, that's why. So we may take this down as well. Yeah, we weren't really sure how compost and things worked, but we figured if it was outside, it would be warmer, or, you know, couldn't be counted as cellar or anything, so it worked. You know, I haven't even been in here and taken a look at all of these old... Oh, good, it remapped the bricks again. I was worried about that. Let's... Game mode survival before I end up... yeah, always worried that I'm going to do that. In our cellar, we got food! Look at all these... Look at all this food.
All these cats up here.
Oh my gosh, all the food that we made. All the pickled food. Oh, yum! Hearty pulty red meat stew with boiled eggs. From when they first started the eggs. But no, we'll have to make a new place to put all of the new... Oh no, we've got new... yeah, we got old ones that we can move, that we can put the new bits in. And we could actually make that a little taller and still be safe. I wonder if I should stop time. It's not like monsters hadn't already appeared in our world. Honey, all the barrels, there's nothing left. Oh, milk. 2.2 days. And my salt vessel that I actually put salt in. Cool. Yeah, this is our secondary, like our working cellar. I thought these looked really cool. The crystallized chunks that was in the claystone, I thought that looked like fruit bread. So I put it up here. Wow. And then our second layer that we had, oh, the mudroom, that's right. Where we put all the bloomeries up here. This is where we stacked all of our boards and such. What's this? Tin bronze ingots. Oh my goodness. We'll have to recreate them if they don't load in. Oh, it looks like I can just pick them up.
It's Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. No.
Except it's doing it with my ingots. A little scary.
Bye.
Bye, yeah.
He said bye.
That's right. I'm gonna have to pick it all up by hand. Because I have no inventory, because I have no backpacks. Oh my gosh. Oh!
Oh! Oops. That's not gonna work. It won't break.
It's a chiseled block. I should be able to break it. Yeah.
Oh. I just noticed that it said insulating block face. Requires...
No. Yeah, the insulated blocks you could break. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare if I placed that down. Okay, let's grab all of our ingots. This is stuff we worked hard on. We don't want to lose it. You know what? I'm going to put these down and then I'm going to grab some backpacks out of creative. We definitely had backpacks. Oh, dang it, I did it again. I can't get rid of this block. Here. Code creative. Backpack. Sturdy leather backpack. Is that vanilla? Has to be vanilla. I don't have anything else loaded. I did not make those yet, so I won't do that. We can grab the blocks again if we need them. Pick. We didn't have iron for sure. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with these ingots, but let's pick them all up and go ahead and recreate the stacks. Let me in. Mode. Survival. Oh, you know what I want to do? Time. Every time I mess with the speed, though, it messes up. So I think we're just going to leave it the way it is. If mobs spawn, mobs spawn. Okay. Lead. Why do I have like one tin bronze ingot in all these places? One silver ingot, one bismuth ingot. Oh, yep, we were definitely in tin bronze. This is where I was stacking all of the wood. It's kind of cool. All of our bloomeries. Look at all of the contents. 12 red clay large brick stairs. I know that that's not what was there. 6 medium chunk of bismuthinite. 24 poor chunk of hematite. Alright. These will have to be recreated too. We'll just empty them. Because I don't know what we were making in them. Alright. And then I think we had plans on fixing that wall so it looked nicer. And then this went up to the lighthouse. Said I did build a lighthouse. I don't know where it is though. I haven't found it. So, looks like we'll have to do it again. Yeah, I started, but you can see the outline. And then I actually worked on it quite a bit, but oh well, that's okay. Lighthouse supplies. Oh, that's right. There were supposed to be shingles in there. And not red shingle block things, whatever they were. This was my palette to make the lighthouse with. Neat. Okay, well I think we explored our little place. Let's go look a little more and see what it looks like. No, we'll work on this once a week. What used to be the kissing booth. Oh gosh. I think this was... Oh no, that was some chiseling experiments. That's right. See, there's the leaded glass plane, but I wanted something that was flush to the block. So that's what I was doing here. Yeah, I was like, no, that wasn't creative. I was working that. That was the last thing we were working on. There's the dock cleat, the boat cleat. The 2 owl treasure chests with some crystals in it. Okay, so where was our stairs down? I thought they were like, were they like right out here? Oh my gosh, I've got more animals. Entity count. We killed our Generation 4 sheep, but that's okay because I have the pens saved already. Of which 67 are active. There needs to be a way to limit...
Mob spawn.
Yeah, the number of entities that it's allowed to spawn. I think there is, but... to figure it out. Oh my gosh, now I can't get to the bottom of the chat. It won't let me stay there.
Oh.
So there.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, man. You get pigs spawning there like nobody's business. Don't belong there. Remember, we had stairs down. No, they won't be in this world because I only copied the surface. We had stairs down to bedrock down there. We had found a TL too, so... But I don't see it down there. That's all something that can be redone in survival. It's like a part of it's a new world that we'll be working on, so that's okay. What I need is a water block. Will it let me just like click on it, grab it? No. I have to actually grab it out of the menu. Okay, well, it is 11 o'clock. I'm going to finish clearing this little spot here. And then I think, oh, that's our cellar. That's as far out as we can go. We may need to rethink this a little. Make the cellar slightly smaller. Because that won't fit there if we want it to look nice. That's a working cellar. We can always put it elsewhere.
You scooted your chair and Sage jumped.
Oh. Did anybody find Eve?
Andy's fat butt on the couch.
Well, Eve was outside. I don't know if anybody got her in. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it this way. And then we'll just move anything important in the cellar over next time we start. But this way we've at least finished something. Oh, it's looking better with that piece removed, and then we'll just fix this piece here. That's what I just asked. Go ahead and turn the light out now. I think everybody's in. Except Fluffy, who's on walkabout, but she does that every night. She came home earlier and had a bite to eat. Did not bring a mouse or lizard or vole or... I don't think if anything else that she's brought home. A bird. Baby mice.
Oh yeah,
But no, she didn't bring anything home today, but she did come home and gave me the stink eye like I was going to pick her up, you know, and make her stay inside.
Oh, I know.
But I didn't. And said, no, you're fine. Gave her a pet, and it's like, you can go back out. Door's open. I think that's the only reason she gets mad. Is like, you're going to make me stay inside? Nah.
No. We did it. We've done it a few times when we needed to.
Well, yeah, but not this time. All right. So when we get back on, we will fix. We will fix this cellar and take. Oops. Let's fix all of our. Grab our goodies because those are cute. I like those. I'll have to remove our. Yep. We'll just move it in a couple blocks. That's okay. It's a working cellar. It can be a little smaller. We'll just move the barrels forward some. That works. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so it's looking good. I'm really happy. Really happy we were able to recover this section and yet still have a, you know, like I said, we got some little generation issues around the edges, but then it evens out. So we'll figure out how to fix it and it'll be great. It'll be great. Why am I drifting? Settings.
That's because your health is low.
Camera and movement. Involuntary mouse movement. Stop. Huh. I'm still getting it. Alright, well, we'll just do our best.
Go into your inventory, give yourself a couple poultices.
Yeah, I'll worry about it later. Thank you for joining me on our little adventure on trying to recreate the harbor. As you can see, I mean, this is such a beautiful place. So I'm glad we could bring it in to the modern era as best as best as we can, right? And we will continue to work on this probably once a week. Join me Monday for probably Bug Out. We'll probably do Bug Out on Monday. I know I've been doing Genshin Impact on Monday, but I think I'm going to move that to Tuesday because Tuesday night is when patches happen, right? Yeah, no, for Genshin.
Yeah.
Right. So if I stream on Tuesdays, then when we do polls for things, that will be active. So we can do our weeklies on Tuesday and do polls and such when that happens. So
Yeah, they go down from maintenance. Afternoon, come back up at midnight.
ooh,
10. Yeah, 10 to
that would be too late for us
They're
to do it.
never up on time. They go down about the time you start streaming.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out.
You do Genshin streams on Wednesday.
Do Genshin streams on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, we'll do Vintage Story. We're going to do Bug Out on Monday. For sure. And I will fix those because I think it says Genshin right now. And we'll move those streams. All right. Thank you so much. Remember to join the Discord so you can keep up to date on all of the fun things. And give us some chat on some homestead things. Or
It might be Wednesday.
I think I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. And I will see you next time. In the meantime, play hard, die often, and leave a good looking corpse.